Okay, so yesterday I got my 90% on the practice test, so I'm able to submit approval for scheduling the actual exam, which I got, but that's coming in later tonight, which means I'll probably schedule it for, I'm gonna get it tonight, probably gonna schedule it, probably not for tomorrow, but for like Thursday, which means today and tomorrow I will just be studying. And today, what I'm gonna do, because I'm terrible with the ports, with knowing ports, and also with the troubleshooting methodology, I'm making flashcards for those things. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna use, hold on, let's see, turn that off and exit that, and let's just do that. Nope. That's me working on my car. Let's see. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, where is it? Here, it's right here. Anki, we're gonna use Anki. I'm gonna create some flashcards with this bad boy. All right, what layout do I want? I want, row? No, tall? No, I want, what is it? Row, binary, full screen, column. Yeah, we can do column. Wait, what's? Yeah, I'm gonna do column. Something like that. This will do. Get rid of that. I'm actually gonna move that there, like that. Okay. Do I even have this on auto update? I don't think I have this on auto update. Let's see. I don't know what that is. Review. I usually don't mess too much with this stuff. Backups. Is there no like automatic updates of this app? I don't think I've ever updated this app. Okay, I guess it just does that automatically. Previous video. Yeah, so for the first one, the loop thing, yeah, I got that. Yeah, I understand that one now. Yeah, 445 is for SMB. I got that one right. Honestly, I didn't really study ports that much, so that's what I'm doing today. I just have to memorize those ports more. I forgot what the question was for the routing loop thing. Yeah, routing loop is layer 3, switching loop would be layer 2. And then the traffic shaping, I just didn't really remember what traffic shaping was. Like, I knew I had to do something with traffic. But then I read my notes, and traffic shaping is basically creating the basically creating priority for different packets, whereas quality of service is much more robust. And I thought it was the opposite way around. I thought traffic shaping had more detailed work and QoS was more basic, but it's the other way around. Traffic shaping is more basic. It's just with the with a queue, creating priority levels and then queuing those basically. Lower priority is queued. And then QoS mechanism, yeah, is way more robust. So I kind of got that. I think the main thing I just have to review, which is what I'm going to do right now, is create 445 is weird for that, and 162 had made more. How does I don't remember what the question was. Actually, I can look at it. No, but it was about sharing. It was about sharing. It was about file transfer. So 445 being SMB makes more sense than 162, which is network monitoring. But some of the questions were kind of weird, but it wasn't too bad. Most of them were pretty easy. Some of them I just don't know. I just didn't know. Yeah. Let's see, I'm gonna make, hold on, I have to reset my brightness settings. There we go. Let's see, I'm gonna make a new thing. I don't really remember how to do this. $161 is client, like queries or something like that, whereas 162 is traps, alerts. Dex, what do I add? Type basic, no, I need to create a whole new thing. How do I do this? Right click? How do I add a deck? I'm gonna get rid of this, I don't need this. It's the one I downloaded. Delete, goodbye. Add. I guess you just do this. Add a new deck here. Whoa, what on? Oh, okay, these are all the sections I did. Wait, how do I add a deck? File, edit, tools. Can't right click in here? How do I add a deck? Oh, down here, it's all at the bottom. I couldn't see it all the way down here. Create deck. What is this? D325. I'm just gonna call, yeah, I'm just gonna say networks. And I only want to create like specific flashcards, so I'm gonna do, oh, wait. This software is kind of weird in how it works, but it's good. Had a lot of SNMP. Was there a lot of subnetting? I got no subnetting on like any of my practice questions, or practice quizzes, I mean, which was weird. There was like no subnetting. So I'm gonna like practice that today, because if they didn't put any practice questions on there, then I feel like I didn't really practice it enough, so. Let's see, how do I do this? Basic fields, okay. I'm just gonna pull up the objectives, and I'm just gonna do all the ports that are on here. Does it say which? This all the acronyms. Oh, they don't have a ports thing? They don't have all the ports I need to know in like a table? Oh, here. Explain common networking ports, protocol services, and traffic type. This is everything? That's it? That's all I need to know? You only had 2 PBQs? Dang, you are lucky. You are lucky, bro. If mine was all just multiple choice, bro, I would pass that so easily. Yeah, I've had like no subnetting ones. Which means, I don't know, I haven't really practiced subnetting at all. So, dang, this is like nothing. This is gonna be easy, I think. I just have to go through this a few times. Let me see, what am I gonna do? I'll put the port number first. Yeah, I should see, let me see. Which way should I do it? Should I do the protocol and then put the port on the backside, or the port first? Wait, should I do a section? How do I add a section? Yeah, let me add a section to this. One for ports and then one for the troubleshooting method, because I gotta memorize that. Let's see. Options. No, I think it's just new deck. I think you just do create new deck and then I think it's double colon. Wait, hold on. Let me see. How do you double colon? Yeah. Okay. I mean, I know some of like the main ones, but most of these are pretty new to me. I just didn't bother actually really memorizing them at all. Like I forget them, I guess is the better way to say it. Let me see, okay, this, and do ports. Okay, like that, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do the acronyms. FTP is, okay, so data connection is 20. Hold on, where is it? Clients connect on port 21. Oh, I should say TCP versus UDP also. Yeah, let me add that in here. ESP20 is the data connection. I'm just gonna say control versus data. There's also active and passive. I didn't see anything about this though, so. Good luck with that. I think you could do it probably in 2 weeks. For sure you could do it in 3 weeks, so maybe 2 weeks. I don't know what's on it though, because I haven't looked at it, but. Tags? Have I used? I don't know if I used tags. Yeah, I'll just stick with that. Add. All right, let's keep going. Let me add all these. SFTP. They don't have which protocol type, which like packet type, IP packet type. I guess I have to look it up. SFTP is TCP. I'm pretty sure, right? TCP port 22. Is Telnet also TCP? Yeah. Because it needs guaranteed packet delivery, duh. Make this bigger. SMTP 25. Jeez, okay. I don't need to know all those other ones, I just need to know 25. Yeah, that's not bad. That's basically just like an hour of master videos and then 2 hours of slides. 3 hours. Depends how much time you have in the day, but yeah. Okay. Make sure I got every, okay. DNS 53, that one's easy. I'm pretty sure they use, DNS is UDP 53, but if you need big files, it's TCP. Like if they're doing zone transfers or something. Let me look that up. Okay. What is this? Oh, this is the other class. What on earth? What is this for? Oh, this is for D316. Oh, I see. Okay, I have this. I don't need to know all these though. I could just use this. Yeah, it's TCP or UDP. It's TCP for like big files. I'm gonna put UDP slash TCP 53. Yeah, good luck. I'm not gonna be starting that soon. Because after this, I'm doing a different class. And then I'm doing Security Plus. I'm only gonna use this list. This is way less than the other thing. DHCP, that's easy. That is bootp server versus client. Okay, so the server and client. Server is 67, client is 68. And they're both UDP. Alright, see ya, good luck. Stop doing full screen, bro. That's annoying. UDP. SNMP client versus the trap client query, or client query. What else is it called? SNMP. Device queries uses device queries. Okay, so get to the device. Okay. Device queries. Lightweight directory access protocol. That's probably TCP. Is it? I have no idea. 389. Oh, it uses either. LDAP secure, LDAP. Both. Oops. I could do it in reverse too, so I can like start with the ports. I can go through like the reverse cards. Wait, do I have to do this actually? Basic and reverse. Oh, I can't do optional reversed card? Oh, I want to change these all to optional reverse. Dang, okay, I'll look into that later. RDP and SSP. That's kind of easy. I thought it was gonna be way more ports, so I had to know. RDP, is that UDP? That should be UDP. Remote desktop? No, it's TCP. And the last one was SIP. Yeah. Okay, that's all of those. Could I edit these? Dang it, how do I edit these? Template? Nah, I like legit when I edit these. How do I edit? Alright, looks like I'm not gonna do that then. Because I have no idea how to do this. This should be edit, but this is not. I don't know what this means. I don't know why it's gonna add all that. Whatever, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna do it this way then. And then add a new deck. This one's gonna be let's see. Network troubleshoot, yeah. Whoa, no, don't do that. Undo. Move this above. Can I do that? Nope, I can't, okay. Oh, it's just an alphabetical, okay. Should I add the details? I don't know. I think I should add the details. How do I reset this? This has so many settings, bro. You just need, it's like too in depth. Okay, I got those down. Okay, so now I can quit, basically. I don't need that. do network plus subnetting. Yeah, the Professor Messer's subnetting videos suck.
In previous videos, we've gone through the process of manually converting an IP address and subnet. The process of
Oh, there's an online whiteboard? Oh, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that for sure.
calculating the subnet is be if we're given a cider block notation.
Bro, this is why like nobody's doing this stuff, bro. No one's creating this thing.
Vice versa. You can see this is very similar to the chart you would create with the magic number method. We're simply performing the same math on the 7-second subnetting. We also have a networks column. You would calculate that by starting with the number 2 and doubling it all the way up until 256. And then you have an addresses column, which starts with 128, and you would divide by 2 all the way down until you get to the number 1. And to help with the conversion between the cider block notation and the decimal mask, we have a subnet mask and decimal column that we'll add in as well. Once you've created this chart, you have everything you need to be able to calculate everything necessary for a subnet without having to perform any type of additional math. If you're like me and you have problems determining what the start of a subnet might be on a subnet that has 16 hosts or 32 hosts, you may want to write out those subnet boundaries into a separate chart so you can very quickly find what those might be during the process of performing your calculations. For example, a network that has 128 hosts per network would have host boundaries at 0 and 128. A network that has 64 IP addresses per subnet has network boundaries at 0, 64, 128, and 192. And you can calculate similar boundaries for networks with 32 IP addresses, 16, 8, and 4. The 7-second subnetting process is a 4-step process. The first step is to convert the IP address and the subnet mask to decimal. This is necessary if you're provided the subnet mask in cider block notation, but fortunately we have a chart that can very quickly translate between cider block notation 1 to our subnet address, broadcast address. We look at the subnet mask again, and if it's 255, we bring down the address number. If the mask is 0, we use 255. In this example, the first, second, and third octets all have 255, so we will bring down our address numbers as 165.245.12. And if the mask is 0, we bring down 255, so in this case, the last octet does have a mask of 0, and we'll put a 255 in that last octet for the broadcast address. Now that we have our network address and our broadcast address, it's relatively easy to calculate the first available IP address and the last available IP address. To calculate the first IP, we take the network address and we add 1. So that would be 165.245.12.1. And the last IP would be the broadcast address minus 1. So that would be 165.245.12.254. There is the 7-second subnetting process using our chart and using those simple rules to be able to define the network address, the broadcast address, the first available IP, and the last available IP. Let's do another example that doesn't fall on those simple 8. We can see that determine B is 255.
Yeah, I don't like this method at all. This sucks.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to do subnetting by hand. This way we can eliminate all of the math and all of the pen and paper and be able to get the answers we need really quickly. It's really just a shortcut. In the last couple of videos, I showed you how everything worked so that you understand the theory behind it all. But now we're going to get to the quick way of doing it. So when I subnet by hand to do this demonstration, I'm going to wear my subnetting gloves. Now, my subnetting gloves are special because I have little numbers written on the back side of them that I'm going to show you here.
That's crazy, bro.
So you may see here on my subnetting gloves that I have numbers written on them. Now, in the real world, you're not going to have your gloves on, but you can memorize these numbers fairly easily. They're just multiples of 2. Now, if I'm going to start on my right, which on your screen is going to look like the left, you'll see I have 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, and 256 written down. This tells me how many networks there are. This goes back to our 2 to the nth power, which was our formula that we used when we did this by hand. So if I asked you, if you had a /26 network, how many subnets can be put into a /26 if you were given a /24 to start with? Well, if I have a /24 to start with, I'm going to start counting up from there. So my first finger is going to be /25 and then /26. And since I asked for a /26, you can see the number is 4. Now, we can do it the other way, and we can go from my left to right. In your case, it's going to be your right side screen to your left, and this is going to tell me how many hosts or IPs I can have inside of a network. So if I start from the other side and I start with a /24, I have 256. /25, I have 128. I have a /26, that's 64. /27, that's 32. /28, that's 16. /29, that's 8. /30, that's 4. /31, that's 2. So you can see how this works.
See, now that's actually a pretty good trick. That's pretty quick for that.
Going from right to left or left to right to be able to figure out how.
Honestly, I'd rather just memorize the equation, bro. Honestly, that's way easier than doing all this weird jip-jap. Jippity-jap-jap. Okay, that's weird. That came off weird. That came off weird. Where is it? Addressing. Oh, I should probably gotta memorize the classes as well. Default masks, that's easy. Wait a minute, let's see. One, 2, 4, 6, or hold on. It's 0? Yeah, 1. 2 to the 0 is 1. What is the math behind 2 to the 0? Because 2 to the 2 is just 2 times 2 is 4. So 2 to the 1 is what? 2 times 1? So what's 2 to the 0? 2 to the 0 would be 2 times 0. So how is that 1? Yo, am I having to like rediscover high school math, bro? Hold up. Why is 2 to the 0 1? You're multiplying the base by itself. Oh, 0 times. Hold on, let me read this thing. So I'm trying to understand, bro. Because if it's 2 times 2, 2 times 2 times 2, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So if you go in that way, it makes sense. But if you go backwards, 2 times 2 is 4. So 2 times itself is just 2. Or just 2 by itself is just 2. So 2... How is it 1? That's what I'm trying to understand. Oh, dividing 2 by itself successively leads to 1. Okay, that's fair. Maybe that makes more sense. I don't care. I really don't care.
How many networks or how many IPs are available. Now we're going to do a couple examples using this method. The first one I'm going to use is this one. It's 192.168.0.85.
Wait, hold on. I gotta look for the I'm gonna make, actually I wanna do that too. Let's see. I'm just gonna do IP classes. Do they do this? No. You don't have markdown syntax in here? I thought this had markdown syntax. Doesn't matter, actually, I don't need it. Wait, what? Where's public? Here. What the heck? Where are the public ones? What? Oh, here. That's it? There's another. I have another section somewhere else. Yo, where is it? That is crazy. I'm just gonna put other result items. Oh, here. Wait, what? Okay, I guess that table's the only one I have. Where was it? Here? I don't understand. This is Class A, but then there's also Class A private. And then Class B private, and then oh, okay, I see. So there's a range in Class A that's private, range in Class B, and range in Class C. Okay, so I'm just gonna say Class A's. 1, 2, 1, 26. I'm just gonna look at the first octet. Yeah, this is a good thing to memorize right here. Actually, and this. Number of hosts per subnet is 2 to the n minus 2. What's n? N is number of bits allocated for host ID. So if there's oh, I see, number of mask bits. So if there's wait, what's the equation for number of hosts? I mean, number of networks. know that was here somewhere. I like thinking everything about in terms of bits. To me, that's the easiest way. I don't like any of these shortcuts. So there's 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 2 to the... What on earth? What on earth? How did that move over there? Oh, I see. Okay, I'm gonna add a subnetting thing. Subnetting section. So I can memorize like should I do that? That's dumb. That's silly. Should I just do the whole thing in here? Yeah, I'm gonna do the whole thing as one card. Wait, can you add tables? No. I thought you can do markdown in here. I suppose not. Can you not do that? Oh, it's in... Oh, I see. What can I do? Oh, do I have to do this? Math jacks? Where's math jacks? What on earth am I doing here? No, it's just that. I guess I could just take a screenshot. So when you're coming from the left, because binary is 8 zeros, so the first one would be 1, 2, so it's 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. Yeah. So meaning the first one from the left is 128. But then when you keep going from the left, you're adding each subsequent one. Okay, that makes sense. That's totally making sense. How could I put that into an equation? What if I do like, can I do this? No, I can't. Can I do this? Oh, I can do that. What if I do this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What does that turn out to look like? Okay, what if I do like that? Okay. I don't think I need that. But this is a good thing to memorize. 128, 192, 224, 240, 248, 252, 254, 255. I need to open up the page. I need to go back to this, go back to the subnetting section, network addressing, and I need to go to wait, what? What's the saying? How many bits says how many? I remember reading somewhere it said, oh, is this how many networks? This is how many networks. So one thing, nah. What's the equation for how many networks? Calculate how many subnets are required, then round up. So it says 12 subnets are needed. What if you have something? Next nearest power of 2 is 16. 2 to the 4 is 16, so add 4 bits to the mask. Okay, so if there's 4 bits, then it's just this. This is the thing for how many networks. Whereas number of hosts is n to the 2. Wait, what? Oh, okay, okay, okay. I think I got it. I think I got it. How many subnets? Equation for number of subnets, right? And then it's going to be, and now I can enter in an equation, right? 2, oh shoot, what is the, how do you do that? You just do this, okay. 2 to the, and then number of subnet bits. Not number of subnet bits, but number of, yeah, not the network mask, but the subnet mask. Yeah, so subnet bits. And I think that has to go like this. Can I look at that? Can I preview? How do I preview? What is this? Oh, here, preview. What on earth is this? How do I preview this? How do I know what I'm looking at? Huh? Add. Okay, well that's... Okay, well that was useless. Let me see. It's not even resolving it. Preview? Here, let's see. Yeah, this is... What on earth is this? How do I flip? How do I flip? Enter? Yeah, this crap. This thing is terrible. Okay, let me delete this thing. How do I delete? Is there even a delete button on this, bro? Here, notes, delete. You can't even add an equation? How do we not add an equation? Oh, equation here? That's what I needed to do? Oops. Okay, now can I preview? Now will it resolve? All this freaking thing is coming up, bro. Nah, is it just gonna stay like that? Bro. Okay, I'm just doing this thing then. Just gonna do that. Should I do just 2 to the n? do n equals number of subnet bits and then I'm going to do calculate number of hosts, and that's going to be two to the n minus 2. N equals number of host bits. Wait, so that's actually really easy. What is simple now? Can I paste the picture? If I do... Can I paste it in here? How does that end up looking like? Wait, that's pretty good actually. And they're matching background colors, that's perfect. So then I can do a decimal values for number of bits set to 1 in an octet in a mask. That's kind of long, but whatever. And then I can just do Wait, technically, that's all you need to know for subnetting. If you just memorize those equations, is that all you need to know? Oh, I never even even started this whole thing at all. Alright, looks like I'm just gonna start it now. I just missed a whole... I just did a whole half hour actually. One and a half hours of it streaming. So when I hit 1:30, I'm just gonna click skip and then I'm just gonna count this session, I think. So this is the decimal value. Oh, okay, so these are decimal values. That's gonna help you understand the subnet, or like, yeah, the subnet mask. Okay. I'm probably not gonna memorize it. I'm probably gonna have to do the math way, right? So I'd have to count down 128, 192. No, it'd be good to memorize it. Should I just do the binary things? So it would be 128 plus 64 is 192. Plus 32 is 224. Plus 16 is 240, plus 8 is 248, plus 4 is 252, plus 2 is 254, and then plus 1 is 255. Yeah, so all of them would be 255 anyway, so that's pretty easy to memorize. Probably more important to memorize power of 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8. Well, that well, that's actually easy. There's no need to really memorize that, I suppose. 2, 4, 6, 8, 16, 64, 128, 256. Yeah, that's easy. There's nothing really memorized there. You should already know that stuff. This is really what matters. 2 to the n. 2 to the n minus 2. That's so easy. Number of subnet bits. So you just convert. So if you know this is really what you need, because you're gonna get a decimal notation. You gotta convert that to number of bits, and then you can do 2 to the 6 is 64. So then that's 64 subnets. Really? No. No, that can't make sense.
Now, the numbers really don't matter. It's really what's important is that /29 at the end. So if you want to figure out how many subnets there were in a /29, how would you do that? Well, we're going to count up from right to left, upwards in the multiples of 2. So if I start counting on my fingers, I go 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. And what's on my 29?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 to the 5. Yeah, who needs this whole hand thing? Just do the 2 to the 5. It's 32. This is literally just more work to go around doing something that's simpler.
It's 32. There are 32 subnets if I'm using a /29 network within a normal Class C network. Now, if I'm going to look at this from an IP perspective, I'm going to do it the other way. How many IPs are there in a /29? Well, we're going to start out with /24, 256, /25, 26, 27, 28, 29. And there you'll see I have
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, what? /29 is... Wait, /29 is 5 bits, which leaves 3 left for... Yo, I'm tweaking on something, bro. Number of hosts per subnet is 2 to the n minus 2. Yo, I'm totally tweaked on something. Hold on. This should be just number of hosts per subnet. 2 to the n minus 2. And n is what? N equals number of bits allocated for host ID. How is there 12? That makes no sense. How could there be 12 bits? Huh? Oh, okay, I see. It's 8 plus the next 4. Okay, I see. That's what that was. Never mind, we all good. Because it's in the second octet. It's this thing. Yeah, for some reason I was thinking the last one, but I forgot. Okay, I didn't really look at this example. The mask is 240, so this one. So 240, you can convert that to 4. And then 2 to the 4 is 16. So you know you have 16 subnets if you're just converting this. So this gives you 16 subnets. So 16 is... Okay, so then you know that you have 4. So that's 8 here plus 8 is 16 plus 4 is 20. So this is /20. Wait, what is this? Oh, this is the original network address, and then you want to subnet this. So you use this one here. Yeah, so you get the /20 here. Okay, makes sense. So yeah, so you get the /20. So since you're at /20, 32 minus 20 is 12. They gotta do it like... I don't know why they don't explain just a step-by-step equation like they do in any math class. You can easily figure out any situation that you need if you just have a step-by-step equation to subnet anything. Instead, they just decide to not do that. They could so easily, they could teach it so easily, so unbelievably easily, but they make it confusing for no reason. So if there's 16, does that mean the first subnet is 16? Like it doesn't start at... Yeah, it obviously doesn't start at 0 because it uses up those bits. So if it was like 32 subnets, then it's... Wait, what? I need to like write this down in order, bro. Do I have like a piece of paper? Calculate the subnets. Deduct the least significant octet in the mask 240 in this example from 256. Gives the next subnet ID of 16. .0/20. Subsequent subnet IDs are all the lowest subnet ID higher than the one before. 32, 48, 64. So if it was let's say if it was 2 to the 5 is 32, that's 248. So 256 minus 248 equals 8. That's what was confusing me. So they just picked a weird one. They picked a way weird one. As the example, the /16 because 16 subnet just happens to turn out to 16 anyway, right? Because 256 minus 240 is 16. So if it was like 256 minus 224, it's 32. So it's opposite. Oh, that's confusing. That's so confusing for people to convert that. Why don't they explain it? They don't like say that. They don't say that at all. That's so dumb. Oh, that's so dumb. That is so unreal dumb. So steps for calculating the subnet IDs. Okay, so the equation for this is just the octet mask. Subtract that from 256. So can I add that? It's going to be 256 minus decimal value of octet mask, right? Equals starting ID each additional subnet is a not a power is a like the next ID. It's not necessarily starting ID, it's the it's the starting ID of each subnet. Is the next ID higher? I don't know how to like explain that in words well. If 16, then 32, 48, etc. If 32, then 64 plus 32, what is that? 96, etc. Oh, you can't indent this? How do I indent? Can you not indent? Okay, whatever. Okay, now you basically know everything you need to know. Calculate the number of hosts in each segment. You probably won't ever do because you need a calculator for that kind of ridiculousness. I think I just need to do practice problems. Because this finger tricks is silly.
Have 8 IPs. Now, if you remember from our lessons, you always have a broadcast and you always have a network name. So really, I have 6 usable IPs for hosts. I have the first IP, which is my network, and my last IP, which is my broadcast, giving us a total of 8. Again, that's at /29, that's 8. The next problem we have is 192.168.1.25, /28. So if I'm doing /28, how many subnets and how many IPs?
Boom, I can answer this. So 192.168.1.25/28. So that's going to be the last octet. And 24 plus 4 bits is 8. Is 28. So that means 4 bits. So that means 2 to the 4. So 2 to the 4. So 2 to the 1 is 2. 2 to the 2, 4, 8. So 2, wait, always start at 2, right? 2, 4, 6, 8. Or am I tweaking? What am I saying? 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 8, 16. I'm tweaking. 2, 4, 8, 16. That's 4. 2, 4, 8, 16. So that's 2 to the n. Number of subnet bits. 2 to the 4. 16. So it's 16 subnets. 16 subnets. And if you so you have 2 to the 4. And there's 8 within an octet. So then for host bits, there's 4 host bits only. So 2 to the 4 is also 16, but minus 2. So there's 14 hosts available. So 16 subnets, 14 hosts per subnet. And the subnet IDs will be, if it's 2 to the 16, well, you don't use that actually. Then you convert it to decimal. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 subnet mask things. You convert the subnet mask to, okay, I see. Man, this is like trippy. Then you do 2 to the... You have 16 subnet. No, you have 4 bits. 4 bits in the subnet for subnet mask. So so moving from the left, it's 192, 64, 32. Wait, 192, 64, 32, 16. So add those all up. So 192 plus, no, 128 plus 64 is 192, plus 32 is 224, plus 16, 224 plus is 240. Okay, so you get 240. So then you have 256 minus 240 is 256 minus 240 is 16. Okay, so each one starts at 16. So 16, 32. Yeah, dang, that's a lot of that. That's crazy.
Well, let's pull out our gloves again and we'll start. We have
This gloves thing is stupid.
/25, /26, /27, /28, and the /28 has 16 on it. Now, if I go the other way for how many IPs...
Why is he even doing these gloves, bro? I don't like this video.
Doing this, it's 87, 16 subnets. Now,
the pattern is each number is a double purpose of subnetting is to help relieve a network congestion, create 3 separate networks or subnets for a coffee shop, Sonic Cafe. 1 is for the
three subnets, so you need 2 to the n equals 3. So you need to find the next power of 2 that's going to hold 3, which is 4. So 2 to the 2 is 4. So that's 2 bits. So use 2 bits for the network mask. So 1, 2, and in binary, in decimal value, that's. I'm trying not to look at the thing. So that's 192 plus. I keep saying 192. It's 128 plus 64 is 192. Okay.
the office. 1 is for the front desk and storage room, and 1 is for the public use. Your task is to list each subnet network ID, subnet mask, host ID range, the number of usable host IDs, and broadcast ID. I put this example below this video so you can copy to your document for your reference as we discuss the process of subnetting. First, let's build a table. This table is the most critical because once we build it, we can easily...
I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to make this table here in the whiteboard, and then I'll be able to do everything I need to do. That's going to help me abstract away the math. This table's pretty easy, but it's good to write it down just so I don't have to think. I can think less, although this is like 2 to the... But you can make mistakes easily, which I did once, so it's better to just do 2 to the 1, 2 to the 2, 2 to the 3, 2 to the 4, 2 to the 5, 2 to the 6, 2 to the 7, 2 to the 8, and then just get 2, 4, 6, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256. Because it's easier to see that lines up accurately than when you're doing in your head, oh, I need to do 2 to the 5, and then 2 to the... You're doing the math, and then if you just happen to be off by 1, you might not notice it. So it's probably best to write these 2 things down, these 2 tables, and then the equations I need. And the final equation would be 256 minus whatever this is will get me the starting subnet ID. Ooh, that's so good. That's gonna be my approach. That's gonna be my approach. Write down those 2 tables, write down the equations for subnets and hosts per subnet, and then the subnet ID. And that's everything you need. That's all. That's it.
Solve most subnetting questions. And this table has 3 rows. The first row is a subnet with 9 numbers. We start with 1, then 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, and 256. The pattern is each number is a double of its previous number. Okay. The second row is a host. This row tells the number of total host IDs for each new subnet. Start with 256, then 128, 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2, and 1. The pattern is each number is half of its previous number.
Yeah, it's the same thing,
the
just
second
reversed.
row is the reverse order of the first row. You see, everyone can handle this, right? The third row is a subnet mask. We use shorthand format, starting with 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Well, we are done. I call this table Sunny subnetting table, or simply Sunny table, because it's a simple, sunny, but a powerful table for subnetting.
And this is even more simplified. That's just a combination of, well, it's not a combination of this, but it's a combination of this is a table that gets rid of the equations here. 2 to the n minus 2 and 2 to the n. Like, you can just get rid of that and just have this table.
And subnetting a subnet. Now we use the Sunny table to solve the subnetting example mentioned above. Let's go back to the question. You are given a network ID 192.168.4.0/24. /24 is subnet mask. You are required to get 3 subnets. 3 is the keyword. Now look at the Sunny table and try to find the 3 subnets in the first or in the
so you
top
just go
row.
to you just go to 4.
Of course, there's no exact
that'll
3
give you 64
subnets,
hosts
but
per
4
subnet.
subnets are
And I'll give you
suitable
subnet mask
because we can
/26.
get 4 subnets and choose any 3 subnets for Sunny config. So we choose 4 subnets, 4. Let me circle the whole column, ignoring all other columns because we only use these 3 numbers.
See, but that's only for the last octet. So you can extend this for other octets. Like in this example, we've got a /20. So this is going in the 3rd octet, subnetting the 3rd octet. But yeah, that's where not knowing how this plays, that's where this only pigeonholes you into the last octet. Because then you try to go to the next octet and you're like, oh shoot. Especially when trying to find out like the subnet ID. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it kind of still applies.
We can get
you have to understand
all our answers
the reason.
just from this column or these 3 numbers: 4, 64, and /26. 4 means 4 subnets. 64 means each subnet, each new subnet will have 64 total host
You should add,
IDs,
subnet
including
IDs to
network
this.
ID and broadcast ID. /26
Actually,
is
add the subnet decimal values to this. Dude, you can just create a giant table of that, and would be so good. Then you just have one. Then you have. Let's see. To the 1 bit. Let me see. Wait a minute. If there's 1 bit, is that? No, if the bit is 0. If the last octet's all zeros, then it's 1. So if there's 1 bit, it's 2. So it would start here. (128, 192, 224, 240, 248, 252, 254, 255. Yeah, it would start here at 2. 128. Yeah. So really, okay, but where can I create this? I'm just gonna, maybe I'm gonna create like a new page. I'll show them what's going on here. Where should I add this? IPv4 subnetting? Yeah, let me just create like my own thing here. Look at this, man. Look, let me show you how it's done. Let me show you how it's done. Subnetting guide. Let's just do that. IPv4 subnetting section? Yeah, that makes the most sense. Boom. This is the subnetting guide, baby. The master subnetting guide. Let me show y'all how it's done. Let me show y'all how it's done. So I'm just gonna copy this guy Sonny's thing, but then add my own stuff to it. So first I want to add let's do some fancy formatting with it. Let's do some formatting with it. Let's just do I don't know, info. Let's do, let's see what I want, which type. Import, success warning, example quote, other. What do I got here? I think I just want the, what is to do? It's just that. Abstract? I just want a gray, I think I want the gray one. Info? Wait, what is note? Oh, it just looks like that. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna do example. And then this one will be number of subnets equation. So obviously this will be, I think I need this page. Hold on, where is it? Which page was I just on? This one? Yeah. Oh, I guess I don't need this. Let me just do this. Let me just do this. To do the n, where n equals number of subnet bits. Okay, maybe this kind of sucks. This formatting, I don't like that. What if I just do this? Okay, let's just start with that for now. And then, number of hosts per subnet, host per subnet equals 2 to the n minus 2, right? Yep, bam, like that. N equals number of host bits. Let's just do this, number of subnets. Hold on, I just want to copy this whole thing first and put it up here. Let me just copy that. It's okay to repeat this. I just want to combine all my information I want here. Okay. Don't need this. How do I delete this? What is going on here? Okay. And this needs to be like, oh wait, okay, like that. Okay, I'm just gonna do, hold on. Equations, number of subnets is that. Should I just do number of subnets equals 2 to the n? Hosts per subnet equals 2 to the n. N is number of subnet bits, n is number of host bits. Yeah, something like that instead, okay. And then, just because in the future I'm going to be retarded, I'm going to say 2 is 2 IP addresses reserved for network ID and for broadcast IP. We just put network IP and broadcast IP. Dude, I'm devising the ultimate scheme. Devising the ultimate scheme. It's good. If you don't want to lose, just do what I do. Oh, it gets tiring succeeding so much. Just being so good at everything. Look at this, just devising this scheme. Just from myself, maybe. So now I want to reword these because I don't like how those are. So I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna say, I can't. Okay, decimal values for the number of bits set to 1 in an octet within a mask. Okay, yeah, that's fine. What is this? When performing subnet calculations, think in terms of subnet mask bits. Each power of 2 is double previous one. Subnet mask bits. Let's see. Unless I move this whole section underneath this, equations, number of subnets. So number of, n equals number of subnet bits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This will give you the number of subnets. 2, 4, 6, 8, all the way up to 256, but they start at 1, and that's for the slash. Okay, I see. I see. So what if I add, can I add? You can only add here? What? Hold on. Okay, I can do this though, right? No, but I can do add column before. Yeah, I can do this. This is just gonna make it line up way better. And then do 1. There's 0 subnet mask bits, then it's just gonna be 1 network. Yeah, so I feel like this whole... Actually, I can take this section down. What is going on here? Why is... Oh, you can't... Oh, okay, I see. I see what's going on. Okay, so I can't really do that. Which is fine though, I'll just do this. Oops. Wait, that's fine. Wait, undo. Yeah, okay, hold on. Number of subnets. Okay, so I don't even need this. Each power of 2 is double the previous one? Do I even need this? Why is this still here? How many times have I deleted this thing, bro? Okay, and then... This is basically going to be useful for the subnet IDs. What if I do something like... Wait, what if I do... Oh shoot, you can... Wait, can I not do that? Wait, how do I... Oh, here, add row before. What if I do something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what if I do, how do I format, bold, italic, clear formatting. Here, format, code. No, oh, I see what's going on. How do I, here, how do I, oh shoot, what's the shortcut for, okay, I can do this. Hold on, let me go to here. How do I get rid of a header? I guess I can't get rid of a header table. That's fine. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep doing the wrong thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, this is getting too long though. Oh no, it's not. I can just do this. Oh wait, it is actually getting too long. Honestly, I don't think I need this because I understand that this is just the bits. I don't think I need this. Hold on, let me just delete the row. Yeah, I don't need that. I don't need it. So this could be, I could turn this into a step-by-step guide. First is count the number of subnet bits. Step 1, count or let's see, determine number of subnet bits. And you either have given prefix notation, which is slash, would be slash what? Is net slash n. Is it slash n? Because n is I'm going to use for number of bits. So n is not, well, it is a number of bits. It's a number of network mask bits. N equals entire network mask. Or you'll be given the actual subnet mask, which would be this. Not slash 255.255. No, x.y. Or you can do z. Here's what I'll do: y, x, y, z. There we go. What do you think about that, huh? What do you think about that? Uses decimal value. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, and then as part of one, so let me do it like an example maybe. E.g. you'll be given let's just do private range 192.168 oops 168 dot what would you be wait, how does this look like again? Yeah, dot 0.0. So the subnet, so the network mask is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, it would be slash 16 for the first two octets. I don't know why I started counting. Or slash 24 for. I'm gonna do slash 24 and just change that to 1. And here I'm gonna do e.g. press C. Or like 240. You know what I'm talking about? Or do 255 and then dot zero. Okay, do dot 240. Let's do all within the last octet. So this will be like 26. So once you know the number of subnet bits, you know what I'm talking about? Then, well, what's the first thing? Okay, what do you do then? Determine number of subnet bits. So basically, whatever you're given, transfer it into a network mask. I feel like this information maybe is not like... Because if you get slash 26, then the last octet or the subnet is 2 bits. This one's 240, so it's 4 bits. Yeah, subnet bits, not the network subnet bits. Subnet mask bits. Well, it depends what the question is. So you're never going to have a total, depends what you're looking for. But then you can determine number of subnets. Determine number of subnets. And that would be then 2 to the n. So then you just use this. And then you do determine number of hosts per subnet. Yeah, and that's the next equation. Then you do determine the subnet IDs, which is convert is it convert the last subnet octet? What did they do in this example? /20, which is 240. Yeah. Okay. Convert the subnet octet to decimal value. Subtract that value from 256. That's your starting subnet. So the equation is, yeah, here. 256 minus I'm just gonna keep that there. And that's everything you need to know, right? That's your starting subnet. Each following subnet ID is the next doubling of that initial value. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm just going to do e.g. for example, if 16, then will be 32 plus 10 is 4. Okay, so then 48 plus 10 is 58 plus 6, 64. Okay, yeah, like that. This needs to like not be here. Hold on. Nope. Do this. Command C, delete. Let's just put you at the bottom here for now. And let's just do some separation here. So number of subnets. So this is going to calculate the number of subnets. 2 to the n. Number of hosts per subnet logically follows that, right? Because first is number of subnet mask bits, then determine the number of subnets, then determine the number of hosts per subnet. Number of hosts per subnet is here. Wait, it's 2 to the, okay. So technically I could copy this just as exampling, right? And it would be -2, right? Something like that. Should I do that? Yeah, why not? Is it gonna fit? I hope this fits. Without a scroll. Last one. Nice. So then this would be... This one doesn't even make sense. Wait, number of host bits. -2. So if there's one host bit, 2 to the 2 minus 2 is 0. Huh? This one wouldn't even be a thing. If there's no thing, it's a broadcast. Right? There's only one? How is that making any sense? Wait, what am I doing here? If there's one bit left for it, anyway, let's just do this. So this would be 2. 2 to the 3 is 8, minus 2 is 6. 2 to the 4 is 16, minus 2 is 14. Oh, am I just going to subtract 2 from these? Yeah. 30, 62. I don't know if I like this. Should I even have that? I'll do the giant chart at the end, basically, when I combine everything. These are kind of like the building blocks, though. This would be broadcast. I don't think I like this at all. I just delete it. I think that's just adding too much. I don't need it. I can do the -2 at the end, based like without including it. Number of subnets, number of hosts per subnet, and then determine subnet IDs. Subnet IDs equals 256 minus subnet /octet decimal value. What the? Oh, wrong slash. Bam. So then you do have that. This is the starting subnet ID. Following are multiples, or each subsequent one is a multiple of the first ID, if that makes sense. Those are basically the 3 equations you just need to know. Which the first 2 equations are so easy. But you have to memorize that it's number of subnet bits versus number of host bits. So because of that, because that's a crucial difference, I'm going to make sure to italicize those. Oops. Because that's a crucial difference. You need to know that. But at the end, it's going to be abstracted out where you won't need to know it. But this is just, this is the building blocks. Basically, it's a 4-step guide. Here are the equations. Here's the subnet cheat sheet, basically. What is this? Delete that. That's all you need. So now I can do a combination of these two. So I'll do this one as like a last octet subnet. Yeah, so this is for last octet subnet. I'm going to basically take this, copy that, put it here. I don't need, I'm going to take out this first row. I don't like how this is bolded. Can I change the settings somewhere? Where is it? Advanced tables. Are there really no settings to this? Is it in... Really? Oh, here? Inline? No. Files and links. Is there really none? Show icon in sidebar show. I don't remember what the sidebar thing is, shortcut is for that. Well, let me answer this text. I totally forgot to reset the thing, and this just went. Oh well. Okay, so anyway, I'll figure that out later. Let me just create this table. So you've got, hold on, I need to do, can I select this? How do I select, please? Okay, let me just add, oh here, column before. Now we're talking. Now let me just do subnet. Row after row after. This will be host. So we're gonna take this, but we'll also add No. Row after. And then we'll do mask. No, I'll just put decimal. Decimal mask? I don't know, maybe. I don't want this bold, but I guess that's the only way that you can have it. So then this would be 256, 128, 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2, 1. Subnets, hosts. What is this? Subnet mask. To 8/29. Wait, what am I doing here? How did I go to 28? Okay, decimal. This one will be 128. 192, 240, 252, 254, 255. Wait, what am I doing? I skipped, that's what I'm doing. 248, 252, 254, 255. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's only 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why? How many of these am I skipping, bro? Skipping all? Bro. 240. 248. Now 252. 254, 255. What would this be? Wait, this should be 255. Oh, I see. The first one is 0. Bro, come on, man. 255. Now 254. This one, 252. This one, 248. This one, 240. This one, 224. This one, 192. This one, 128. And this one would be what? This one would just be 0. I kind of want this one down. I want the decimal mask first. That's way better, because that's going to help you calculate the subnet mask ID. I don't even know. Actually, can I just do the ID automatically from this and skip the decimal mask? I could do that. I could skip the decimal mask. Because this would be 256 minus 128. Right? Minus 128 is 128, okay. And then it would be 256 minus 192 is 64. Yeah, because 128, 128, okay. Let me just add it here. This one would be 128, 64, 32. Wait a minute. Is this just the same thing as the other one? 256 minus 192 is, okay, 256 minus 224 is 32. That's just the same as the hosts. So this row can just be the subnet ID is also the, oh, that's great. Yo, that's a shortcut I just found out. This can also be subnet ID start. Low key, that can also be subnet ID start. Okay, I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna pick up on this, but I'm cracking the code, baby. DaVinci code, subnet code. I'm cracking the code. I'll be back.